This project is on FDR, and the book I got is by Jean Edward Smith. Alrighty, so this is where it all began with James Roosevelt and Sarah Delano. They both got married, and James Roosevelt and Sarah Delano, they both had a 20 year gap, so it was really difficult for Sarah to give birth, and whenever she did, it was FDR. So this is James Roosevelt. He was a graduate of Union College and Harvard Law School. FDR wasn't as close to him as he was with his mother. Okay, so this is Sarah Delano, FDR's mother. He was closer to her than he was to his father just because she supported him through everything, and he really went to her as someone he can talk to. Okay, so this picture is a picture of FDR when he was a little boy. He was born on January 30th, 1882. When he was born, he was a very sick baby, and his parents didn't name him for 2 months because they didn't think he'd survive. The reason why I chose FDR was because he was the first president to serve 4 terms, and he led the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II. FDR followed the example of his 5th cousin Theodore Roosevelt. He entered public service through politics, but as a Democrat, and he won the election to New York Senate in 1910. The most significant action was closing down banks for several days until Congress would pass reform legislation. He got 15 bills passed through Congress within his first 100 days, the New Deal and the Second New Deal. In 1930, the Republicans were being blamed for the Great Depression, and FDR wanted to catch the opportunity. He wanted to provide relief, recovery, and reform to the economy. The most misunderstood aspect of FDR was the New Deal. The New Deal was making the Depression last longer. It created confusion, fear, uncertainty, and hostility among businessmen and the investors. What I learned through reading this biography was that FDR was the one to get the U.S. out of the crap hole that we were in through the Great Depression, and he was a strong president while doing it, even though he probably wasn't ever able to walk again. FDR served as president from March 1933 to April 1945. He died on April 12, 1945.
Created using Powtoon.